You've just seen them now, looking through the screenshots, keeping the scenario that I'm just downloading them for the first time. First impressions, just like anybody else would. So hopefully we can. Well, that was pretty big. Happy Studio. So hopefully we can play them with the internet turned off. Often we can't, but sometimes, mostly we can. And I'm going to do that. And here we go for the onboarding. So, as always, this is a conversation stream. We're just here to hang out and have a bit of funsies, look at what's being released and see what other people are doing in their game. So feel free throughout the stream to come and type something in that chat. Come and talk to me. Tell me what you think. As a collective, we can come up with some ideas of what we could do with this game, what we like, what we don't like. If you're building your game right now, is there something in here that you could take away from this game or implement something yourself? This is all to do with trying to push us forward and you know, improve our game design skills. So the onboarding here is pretty nice. Drag to play is nothing revolutionary, but does its job. It does have the power up buttons down the bottom here, which typically I would say remove right from the start, considering we have no money to activate any of these. However, there is an argument to say it does tell us that we have got upgrades available for us, but I would tend to like to remove these and then ensure we get 100 coins from this very first level, and then pop them up when we have the opportunity to use them. I think that's a better onboarding experience. But that's pretty much all I would say here. I think it would be worthwhile to have this fella animated on an idle animation. Bring this scene alive a little bit. That would probably be the only things I would say, but if you've got any comments, let me know. But these are the small little touches we're trying to pick up on here. So we're not here to flame anybody, or it's all to do with the little touches, and you know, make sure you understand that these differences really does increase the overall production value of these sort of games. Shadows are a little rough. Yes, they are. That's always a tell, isn't it, on Unity with the jaggedy shadows. So again, you know, these are the sort of simple things that we can pick up on. But I think the big one here, apart from whether or not you agree with the buttons or not being there, it would make it a lot cleaner at this point. But that guy there with the guns should be going like this, shouldn't he? I think just to you could do a standard Miximo idle animation here, and I think that would be way more fun and bring the whole scene alive a little bit. But let's go into it and drag to play. Oh, nice camera action. So let's check out the control. Okay, that went fast. Oops. So the controls are really nice. That camera zoom in slightly mental. Okay. I love the arena. So what do you guys think of the scale of this right now? Are you liking it? What do you think? The running and gunning, there's a ton of fun. Alright, that went quick. Alright, what do you think? First level, nice and short, which is really good. Oh, excuse me. I think overall, this GUI could be a lot nicer. These are really small buttons here. It was an interesting mix of the camera angles for sure. A little bit fast, maybe, or abrupt for me. The camera is very quick, as Jilly just says there. It is very quick for me. We had those red circles indicating where the baddies were coming in. Seemed to be a lot of buttons, a lot of bullets coming our way as well. So I'd always encourage you to think on our first sort of tutorial / level, first level, that we should ease into the game and certainly shouldn't be able to die in any way. So remember that when you're doing your onboarding, that you want the player not to die on this first stage. You want to reward them as early as possible and make it as easy as possible as you can. So the camera angle is still going here. What am I doing here? That's weird. Okay, I don't think we should be pausing on this screen that much. A little bump in the camera. but pretty good. I like the fact that we level up straight away, right? I think that's really, really good. Like I said, make sure you front load your content to make the player feel more powerful early on in your games. So that's a really good tip. So if you're in your game, make sure you give them something for free at the very first, after the very first level, because that gets them in the mode of thinking, oh, there's, I can upgrade. Let's have another go. What do I get next? And it tells them that you've got those game systems in place as well. We have missiles. God, they are very small. Explosives and healing. So I suppose we should do. I don't know. We got some like little boxes under the missiles. I'm taking they will go up a star maybe. Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, okay. Oh, so we've got. What am I shooting? Those must be the missiles. Oh my goodness, that was too. All right. So what do we think? That seemed to go very fast. I'm in the middle of a level here, and we're leveling up our ammo. Um, Am I still killing them as we're pausing here? I guess the idea is that, oh, look at the missiles. We can get it in slow mo. That's pretty cool. Particle effects on the missiles are awesome. I think I'm just about to die, am I? I just got hit. All right, so definitely they should pause the gameplay when this is going on. Certainly no hanging about. That's right. So where's my health? I am getting down. So I'm getting hit here. I would imagine we might die here, which I think is a bit of a faux pas from the devs. I think you should pause the game. But I like the fact that you can upgrade the missiles inside the level. We're just about to die, I would think. Is this one? There we go. All right. I think that's an interesting choice. I think they should have paused the game when you're giving us a power up, because I would like to take my time, but clearly as we're doing this on the stream, it's slightly different than playing it. But yeah, all right, let's give this a proper run. So we've got 125 coins. They can leave the slow-mo on but not read the damage or really add a pause. Yeah, Vlad, I like the idea of the slow-mo, but I'm not sure how they could do it without. I mean, they could obviously remove the damage on that. Yeah, you could remove it on both sides, so you wouldn't kill anybody, or even make a feature out of it, like almost like, I'm not sure. Not sure how you could do it, but you could almost do it like hurry up, or like choose an upgrade, hurry, and that way it would tell the player that the game action is still going on. But I think pause would just do it probably better. Pause should mean pause. Yeah, I think so. But we got 125 coins from that level, which is a good thing. So hopefully our buttons can we can upgrade something now. Slow-mo looks cool, but when you get killed, it's terrible. Yeah, I agree. The slow-mo is always cool. I think, when you see the sniper games, when you get a headshot and it follows the bullet in slow-mo, that's super satisfying and adds a bit of epicness to the game. But let's see what we can do. So we died. So here we go. So now we can upgrade one of our 4 attributes of our character. So fire rate, power, health, fire rate, and defense. That's kind of neat. Each one separated into what looks like 10 upgradable sections, which is nice, which gives us a lot of longevity here, rather than just some random number. If by filling up the bars on these upgrades makes you feel like it's really easy to understand what we're doing. What is up, Frostral? Good to see you. What is up, Ivana? I agree on the pause, definitely needs to be added, yeah, for sure. Looks cool unless you get killed, yeah, indeed. I don't know, let's do fire rate. Nice particle when we upgraded, that's very cool. And we spent all the money, so let's have a proper run through the level, okay? And let's just... So why have we got... That's so weird. Alright, so we know where they're coming from. I've got to say though, this is super playable. I really like the speed of the movement here. The I don't, what do you call it when they like this when you run sideways? I have totally derped on what they call that. Is it like I can't think what they call it. It's like strafing or something. There's the slow-mo. Okay. So running sideways and shooting is really nice. I really like that. Victory, you're the best, keep going. 26 total kills, 130 points. Alright, so we're lacking any game map or any game design, overall game design sort of structure here, which I think is a bit sad. Let's do power for this one. But obviously this might be a prototype, so fair dues. But it'd be really nice to have some sort of level progression in here. Just, even if it's particularly arbitrary, just to feel, what was that? Oh my goodness. Alright. Is this a boss then? Is that a boss level? No, they're just massive. Okay. I am gonna die. Alright, so this ratcheted up. Wow. That ratcheted, I don't even know if that's a word. That ratcheted up pretty fast, which seemed absolutely incorrect for me. Alright. I haven't got enough to upgrade anything. Let's see if we get the same dudes again here. The same massive guys. So these automatically should be pretty much bosses, shouldn't they? So we could have 4 or 5 levels of what we just did on the first few levels, and then these guys can come in for a boss level. That would have been a way better idea. This is nice though. Nice physics on the environment. Oh, these are the normal guys. Just going to pick anything at that point because I know it doesn't finish. Wow, okay. This is pretty high core. Whatever that is. They're really onto something here though. It's really playable. I'm going to take a heal because I might as well. I love those particle effects. This is the end of level. Okay, so yeah, the end of level went into a slow-mo there, and I think they missed a trick because we should definitely see that before the camera pans back around. But those big guys definitely seem to come in a little bit too fast for me. Start the level by choosing one of the upgrades. Yes, agreed. So we got the upgrade we're going to do now, but yeah, we should be able to on here. You soon, like on here, choose the almost power up that we're going to use for that level. I think that would be smart. We got 205, so we might as well take our health and the defense. The drag to play is not. It really is drag to play. I'd expect to. Alright, we've got. Wow, what's those red circles? Okay. I kind of think we spoke about the camera really early on. I think this is quite hard to talk as well, going through it. So keep your questions coming in your comments. What do you guys think of this one? I think it's really nice. I think that I really want to get hold of it and tweak it a little bit because you seem to be really close and then I can't really get any feel of the environment here. And I had no idea. I think the enemies could do with a health bar as well. What do you guys think? I'd like to see the slow-mo effect before the level end. Exactly, Jules. Can I add some? Can I add some kind of roll or dash while the player is running left or right? And this will add mobility. That's a great shout. I totally agree. That would be super fun, wouldn't it? Simple destructibility of the objects on the map. Yeah, so I think the boxes go, but the buildings don't. But I agree. I think that, busting up the environment and destructing it as we go I think that would have been really powerful. The boss at the start of the level, not optimal. No, exactly. I think those boss guys. See, this is the easiest way to fix that was have 4 levels of those normal dudes, especially at the start of the game, because it's quite intense as it starts, and then have that thing saying, right, this is a boss level, and have that whole sequence of that whole 5-level loop ending in a boss level feel way more satisfying. And of course, if they have the little level progression bars there, we can see where we're heading towards. And I would then, with the boss level, even maybe change the environment of which we were in, and all of a sudden you can keep looping that for your life's content. Health bar would definitely be useful, so it'd be possible to separate a simple enemy with low exactly. The health bar for me would have been really handy because I wasn't really sure how I was doing on that. We can see how many we're hitting, so those numbers are popping up, but I've no idea how close he is to death. And I think that's why it's interesting on this one, is because not so much these little guys, but the bigger ones you want to make, sometimes you want to, you kind of want to, you want to know when you need to run away. So we saw there the sort of portaloos or whatever you call those things are definitely being influenced by our fire. It looked like just the stone stuff we couldn't move, which kind of makes sense. It's a lot of fun now, I've got to give them that. They're totally on something here. It's really nice to play. Oh, my goodness, alright. So yeah, with the camera, I can't see, I don't get a feeling of where I am. And I think that we would definitely want to tweak that somehow. Just to... So that's the end of it, but it's going to cut off too slow. Yeah. Too many bottles make for a normal gameplay and not a satisfying kill as the ultimate enemy at the end of a level run. So yeah, Jilly's just smashed that. That's exactly it. So when you get to these boss levels, you want to make it. They need to be really, really epic and really different, and that raises the excitement level up so much. It's unbelievable. And of course, when you're thinking about, doing your CPI videos and that, it's a really good thing to focus in on, where you can have a massive boss in there, and I think it's always works really good. And yeah, I've got a little bit of issue with the camera. I love the way the camera's moving. Oh wow, I didn't get any coins there. So it looks like we're just going to be looping around on this level. We've got white guys now, which I killed really easy, but it's super satisfying, so kudos to them. I like... What is that guy doing? Those look quite dangerous. I like the way the camera does pan. Oh my days. There is tons of them. Where's my power-ups when I need them? Alright, this is cool. I like it. So what I do enjoy the fact that it's going a little bit OP on this. I think that's real fun. But there's definitely some tweaks here. I only got 109 coins. That seems really low to me. So look, we need 600 per upgrade here. Is that six? That would be what, 6 levels or so? I like the fact that we're getting different enemies. Yeah, exactly. Careens, is that the word I was looking for? Yeah. So these it's funny, we got a different level here. Definitely a different environment. I think when you're doing stuff like this, I think it would have been... I'm in trouble here. Okay, I'm literally gonna get heal just in time. I was a one-shotter then. This is super fun though, I gotta say. I love the scale. Uh-oh. I love the scale of it. Well, that was a slightly foolish. There is a lot of objects going on here, so devs have done a great job on the optimizing. Is that it? Oh, no. Right. So we're at experience level 3 there. If you see the bars in the middle of the top there. Not quite sure how that's tying into anything right now. Yeah, I really want XP, I don't know. I really want a some health bars on these guys. I think that would be super helpful. What is going on here? That's it. 220 for that one. The character leveling system is slow. 70% of the level you run with level 1, and then you get up to the end of the level and don't have time to enjoy it. It's necessary to give much more experience so that the player would be a level up at least a couple of times per level, and there's no depth to the leveling system itself. There should always be an alternative. Shoot AoE. Why do I not know? AoE missiles, or shoot more accurately with more damage, or even some kind of melee build. Oh, the melee would be cool. Thus, the player selects the build for this style of gameplay. Vlad has just made some absolutely stunningly good points there, and I couldn't have said it better myself. They will pop up on your screen in just a second. I can't argue with anything you said, and I think you are absolutely right. Amazing. What is up, Vlad? That is great. So 220 for that one. But yeah. And I still can't level up. I'm a little bit short. Okay. So hopefully those will pop up on your screen in a minute. Here we go. So read what Vlad says here. And this is why I love doing this with you guys on the Fridays. Do hit that like button as well. Because I see there's loads of you on here, but no one's pressed the like button. What's up here? But this is why it's really important that we keep ourselves accountable and look at the stuff that the feedback here and try and take this into the games we're building. But this is great. It's necessary to give much more experience so the player would be leveling up at least a couple of times per level. And I think that's absolutely right. I think we could have a bit of a fight about whether you need to level up in the level or after the level, but you definitely need to have the player leveling up here, certainly at the end of a level, so you feel like you're growing in strength and you're getting somewhere. These health down the bottom is such a slow burn. I think it's a little bit off on the balancing of the economy. I think these next ones should have been like 200, then 300, or 200, then 400, then 600, or something like that. The changes of guns, I can't really notice it inside the gameplay. Our guns haven't changed here. But yeah, really interesting points there. What is AoE? Is it? I can't get AoE. I can't get it. What's AoE? Someone help me out. I know I'm a potato, but I can't get that for some reason. I know it's probably really easy. What is this guy doing? So our enemies are changing. He was holding like a big like space opera bomb or something. But this is really satisfying. Okay. Alright, there's our boss man. What are the red things? Is that where his missiles are going? Why does it say level experience level 1 there now? I'm kind of leveling up. I'm slightly confused at the leveling up thing. I think it's nice to see. Wow. I don't know. This is very hard to play and talk. I'm going to heal it for the hell of it. What is this guy with? What is that thing? A massive lollipop bomb or something. Oh my god. Alright, we done him now. Okay, we've got some thing. Area of effect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Overall, very cool concept. See potential for the new arch hero here if they correct the points that you described. Slow-mo side jumps like Max Payne will look cool. Yeah. I think Jilly or some rolling or some jumping. See, this is what's really exciting because we look at this and think, oh, all the cool things you can do, and I think it's really exciting when we find concepts like this. But this absolutely crush it on the playability. Go onto our Discord, get the link. You can get the link for the Discord down below here. Go in and download this game because you'll see what I mean. The control system is absolutely nailed. It's inherently fun, and a few tweaks here I think would do such a ton of good. I think I'm going to go for defense. I feel like that's the only weakness we got. That's a tough decision because that's a lot of coins. I joined the Discord but can't find the chat with the links. Alright. Oh, I'm not online. Oops. Let's see if it will load it up for me. So if you go into new games this week, it's inside the live stream section, but I'm not online here. So that's gone horribly wrong there. But go onto the Discord section, go onto inside new games this week. Inside that thread, you'll see it's the first one with a gun, yellow gun icon. But yeah, definitely let me know, Vlad, if you found that. But I would definitely recommend going download this. So BJ 2020, I'm new to all this. Is it possible for individuals to get a publishing deal, or is that only possible with studios? Well, that is a great question, and you'll be pleased to know that, of course, it is open to anybody. So get on over. There's a link in the description there to sign up for Homer Labs. You'll see all the information you need on there. You can sign up and you can install our SDK, upload your game, and we will run a marketing campaign for you. And that way we can test the marketability of your game. We could get all the metrics we need to see how it's performing, and if it does well, then we'll be in touch. So yeah, no worries, lad. Good. So yeah, open to anybody, of course. If you're one man army like we're playing today, or you're part of a studio, you're all welcome, and we look forward to seeing what you've got cooking up. All right, so the elephant in the room here is that there's no game design in terms. I'm not talking about level design, but I'm talking about structural game design here, where we've got no logical path to progress or move through, and I think that is the biggest downside I can see for this, because we're just rinsing and repeating, and without without the upgrades coming in thick and fast, it doesn't spoil it. That's the wrong word. It's slightly disappointing in that regard. Let's go for explosives. But as a playability game, this is excellent. I'll take a heal, I suppose. The environments are changing every level, which is really interesting. Seem to be more zoomed out a little bit here, maybe. But it doesn't matter, because you can imagine XP. You can imagine that people will just keep playing this. So I would expect if you're into this sort of style of game, you're going to get a lot of playtime here, and these are great. All right, so drone shooting. I haven't seen that before. Let's get a drone because we can. Where'd it go? What is that thing? Did it just wipe them out? Oh, that's disappointing. You're welcome. Becomes an endless shooter. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So what do we do? Do we keep going or should we try one of the runners? You let me know in the chat. You're in control. Yeah, any sort of game structure design here, be it level based or a map or some kind of something more than what we've got here, would be great. But you tell me. We'll go to the next one. All right, that's how I'm feeling. We'll squeeze another one in. But before we do that, let's you let me know. So this is a time where you can just tell me what you think. Out of 10, we go here. So what are you going for? I can see there's a lady on there. We want your number in that chat to get a feel of the room of what we think of this game. I think it's quite clear. I've sort of nailed my number to the post, so to speak. I think that was really smart. I'm going to keep an eye on this one because I think it just really plays nice to me. It just is. It's a ton of fun. And what's really great about that is that we don't need all of the stuff that we were talking about would only make this thing better. You know, adding that sort of stuff onto a game that wasn't very fun or good doesn't make any difference. But here, you can really see the value add. Sucks it's just on Apple, only have Android. Boo. Okay, try a Google search for it. Check out do the game name and then game name, company name, Google Play. Do a search for it because it might. I always share the iOS links, but it may well be that it is on Google Play. I'll be surprised if it isn't. All right, so Jilly's an 8. Cargard is 7, 6 out of 10 for Ivana, 6 out of 10, but potentially 8 out of 10 if they fix the issues, 8 for Panos. Yeah, for me, I kind of dig that. I just do it. It's just my kind of thing. I think there's a lot of value to add there. I can't remember. I'm going to have one more going. The controls just work really well, and I love the scale. I think there's definitely some fixes I'd like to see. But overall, I'm going to go out on a high here. I have no idea how close he is to death, so yeah, that's a bit silly for me. Alright, well, there we go. Why do I keep doing that? Alright, so we've got two options here. Going to use the 15 odd minutes we've got left. If you haven't done already, go and scan that with your phone, and then you can go and join Homelab and you can get all of our stuff inside the academy. But before that, what are we going to do? We got Slinky Hop, which is an iPhone runner.